In this mini-series, I will guide you through full process of professional game design and what it takes to be a professional game designer. I'm Isik Isin, your game director of trust, and I say your game. Watch this video and make a better one. How is work culture in game studios? For me, it is like being part of an exclusive club with people that are sharing the same interests. It is friendly, casual, and sometimes strange when, for example, the art team raids some developers and an epic nerf battle starts. It feels like family sometimes. And companies offer a lot of benefits like free food, gyms, free public transportation, big parties, and playrooms with consoles and more. Yes, my friends are jelly, but there is also a dark side. I saw it. There are no cookies. There is sexism caused by a male-dominated industry with a work culture like it's a party. Many of us are actually trying to improve the situation, but we need support. Raise your voice, interfere, put them in their place, make it everyone's topic. You will be supported. It is our responsibility. And everyone else, see you in hell. Another topic is crunch time. To keep due dates, the most companies expect you to do overtime. And a lot of companies abusing the well-liked work culture and the willingness of people to join it with low payment. But we'll talk about salaries during this video. Now a bit about me and things that companies can tell you. How is the lifestyle of a game designer? First of all, you do have the word game in your title. That means you are engaged to the industry. All the best for you too. The meaning of this is that you can only apply your skills to this very small and fluctuating industry. You will have to change companies, cities, sometimes even countries. But I love it. In this way, I lived in 3 foreign countries and I do have friends all over the world. Plus, I'm always a celebrity when I'm in a room with gamers. And now for the love of money. Let's talk about salaries. Sure, we have a passion for games and that's why the work is fun. But we are not doing it for the fun. We are doing it to feed our families. The salary is also a big factor for motivation and a way for companies to show that you are valued. I recommend you to think how much do I need, not what others are earning. This will push you ahead or keep you happy. I will share a table of seniority and the common salary ranges for Europe. The data is based on my experience with many companies. I've been part of both sides of the hiring process for many years, so this is real data. And I wish someone would have shared this info with me during the early phases of my career. With a specialization like level design, system design, balancing, experience, quest, narrative, combat, monetization, you can calculate 10% on top. Everything is up to negotiation. Companies are always willing to pay way more for specific skills and knowledge. Now a frequently asked question. How do I get a salary raise? The sad truth is that the easiest way to get a big raise is to start at a new company. Most companies are hesitant in giving big raises to existing personnel because it is hard to justify to a manager why this particular employee who has been doing the same work for 5 years now should get significantly more money for still doing the same job, which is an absolutely stupid mindset. I even saw companies rehiring the same person with doubling the salary. Another problem is that a lot of leads and managers grow into their position with many years, and the low starting salary, no matter the amount of the raises, is still at a minimum. So they feel uncomfortable to pay more for people that are lower in the hierarchy. What about negotiations? Yes, you should do that every year. Don't be shy. It is very rare that a company is just offering you a raise. In some countries and a couple of companies, it is common to get a raise based on the yearly inflation. In most cases, this won't happen. You should always negotiate on top. The harder way of getting a significant salary raise is to ask, but you'll need to argue. Why should you get a raise? Do you have any elementary skill that is irreplaceable for the company strategy? Are you taking a lot of responsibility? Did you recently learn something new that adds more value to your work? And of course, there is the title change, which is usually but not necessarily connected to the salary raise. Say something like this: I've been a junior game designer for 2 years now, and I'm already driving projects without any support, and I'm onboarding and mentoring other juniors. It's time to get the regular title and the salary raise of 20%. What if they say no? Then ask why and try to agree on written and concrete goals. Don't accept you'll get more when you're better. Let your manager define what is better. And if you feel like you gave your best and the company is not valuing your work, it is true. Time to preparing your CV and being active on LinkedIn. Excursion! There comes a day in every game designer's life when we ask ourselves, why do I need to justify myself to these muggles? I call it the creative riot. The effect of clashes between business and creativity. It naturally grows out of product frames and company guidelines. I know the pain of colliding the first time with these borders, but what you need to learn is that your job is to make the best possible design inside the product and company givens. Get over this depression and keep in mind that you are always free to suggest and explain your design. Talk with other kindred spirits about the situation and talk with the muggles to understand their thoughts. If you can't get over it in this way, move on. You are not a hostage of any company. How to leave a company? In most countries, you need to quit in a written form and send it to your supervisor or the HR, ideally both. Consider the notice period in your contract and be accurate with the dates. If you have a new offer, make sure there is no overlapping with the end date of your current contract and the start date of your new. In every case, you can get support from your current HR. They are not your enemies because you want to leave. Also check back if there are other tying factors, for example, paid services like relocation money or training. Sometimes there is a clause in your contract that requires you to stay a certain time, otherwise you need to pay it back. If this is the case, talk to your current and future company. One might help you with it. Doesn't matter if you're leaving good or bad. Don't burn bridges. It's nothing personal. It's just business and the industry is small. Be friendly. Don't hire an a cappella band that spreads the news. And now a little more positive one. How to survive in a company for many years. My most important rule is that I only do my best. I understand the goal. I talk to the right people and get help if needed. I don't touch topics that I'm not interested or bad at. This saves me and others a lot of time and guarantees a great quality. For sure, sometimes I also work on horrible tasks that no one wants to do, and I also get out of my comfort zone to learn new things, but never when there is a pressing deadline. This behavior gives me the power to say no to tasks, and it helps me to focus and keep a clean workload. Try it. It is releasing to say no to your manager with a solid reason. In this way, you are also landing more often on projects that are interesting for you. Be honest. Do have regular contact with your direct manager and escalate trouble if you can't solve it. Share and pitch your ideas. On the right side, I will explain how to earn money with the game. On the left side, we will start the workshop for professionally designing a full game.